What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sin Vergüenza, the podcast. I'm your host, Ale, joined alongside my co-host,
Mr. Anonymous.
And today is January 15th, halfway through the first month of this year, you guys. Almost there. All right. So we're going to go ahead and just start off with our weekend updates right out the bat. You already know what it is. And if you're new here, this is what we do. We just talk about our weekend. It's like we're kicking it with you guys, just talking about what we did this week. And, you know, if you guys want to go ahead and tell us what you did, if you guys did something cool or something interesting or a funny story, crazy story, comment down below. Let us know what's up with you. So, weekend update. I'll go ahead and go first because you always go first. Okay, so this week, first things first, I didn't get any of the, what is it called? Fuck, no wonder I didn't get any. You know how I told you I wanted la rosca. So Dia de los Reyes passed by, and Reyes, sorry, I felt like I didn't say it right. And I didn't get no rosca. They were out at the store, so I was really disappointed. I actually fuck with it, and it's just like tradition. You didn't care about it. Did you guys not like do that every year or what?
Not really, because it was just like us as a family. And my mom would buy it, but me and my brother never actually liked the taste of it. So it would just be her with her coffee.
Yeah. I didn't get one. And sometimes at the stores, they sell like really tiny ones. Like not the big ass, family pack. No, they sell really tiny ones. And I didn't get one of those. I really wanted one. I ain't gonna lie, a bitch cried. I don't know. It was just like, since I was little, like there was always just certain traditions that we do, every year. So when those traditions don't happen, I don't know. It's like, it's weird. Like this is, I don't know if it's because I always have it. That's why I'm upset, or I don't know what it is. But anytime I don't get like the tradition of things, that should just be hurting my heart. So yeah, honestly, a bitch was crying for some fun, to be honest. So that sucked, but we out here, got over it. There's always next year. Now I know, like, I have to hurry the fuck up and get one beforehand. So that was that. And then I went to the Sky High Lounge at Nuwu on Friday. You guys check it out. They have a comedy show there. You guys can get some dabs, get some blunts, get some kind of cocktails. It's a fucking vibe. Everybody's high as fuck watching comedians. Literally, what else does a stoner want to do other than sit there with other stoners and fucking laugh? So that was that. And then honestly, yeah, that was pretty much our weekend, was just doing what we had to do and stuff, taking Christmas shit down. You guys, comment down below, when do you guys take down Christmas decorations? Are you guys like, all right, after the New Year's or on Christmas? Or are you like Mexicans, where after Dia de los Reyes? Like, when are you guys taking down Christmas decorations? I'm really interested in knowing, because I want to know what you guys think. For me, I feel like after Dia de los Reyes, that's when everything gotta go. So comment down below what you guys do. All right. What about your week?
Mine was just basically short. It was just work. The day that you went to the comedy show, I was online just playing with people. So, I mean, if you played with me, I guess you won't know, but you know. And that's about it. Like, there wasn't really much this weekend that I did. It was a chill week.
So, all right, that was fast. Yeah, you guys, that was our weekend. All right, so I want to go ahead and I want to talk about the elephant in the room. We're going to get serious, you guys. We're going to get emotional. I don't know how emotional, but we're getting there. And everybody knows why. We're going to talk about the fires in Cali. So before we even say anything, I don't know about you, but I'm going to just go ahead and say, I know I see our analytics. I see where our following comes from. And a good amount of it does come from people in California. Now, I don't know if you started with us because of Savannah or just because I go out there and, I interact with a lot of people out there. Shout out to, everybody that does interact with us from Cali, period. However you got here, just know that I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys are taking precautions in every way possible. Don't panic. I know, like, I'm over here saying don't panic. Me, I'm a bitch that will be panicking, but I know you shouldn't. So just relax. If you're listening to this podcast and let's say you're in a tough situation because of what's going on, just know that you could come here to vent. I hope everybody is safe. If you guys did get hurt in some way, I hope you guys recover soon. Just sending all types of love and prayers. Honestly, that from what I'm seeing, I wouldn't know. I feel like your heart just breaks seeing everything that you've worked for, or even if you have family that got hurt in certain places, like that shit. It's like people are commenting like tears and stuff and saying that certain videos make them cry, and it's like, if the video is so powerful enough that it makes us break down through a fucking screen, imagine the pain that they're actually going through. So I'm really feeling for you guys, and I hope you guys are all okay. And if any of our listeners, like I said, are going through it because of what's going on, feel free to just come vent over here and, let's talk about it. Do you want to say something before we start talking about it?
Yeah, to everybody that got affected by it, like she said, I feel completely horrible for you guys. I mean, it's a tough situation, and even if you're not actually in the fire, like, but that is your city, you are from Cali, it hurts everybody, like, even seeing it from the outside, like, us here in Vegas, we're seeing you guys basically burning and stuff, and we feel bad for it. We want to, like, find a way to help you guys or find somehow to, like, make it better, but I mean, we all have to just stay strong and just help each other, like, we really don't have much anywhere, like, in life, but we do have our neighbors, and we do have that friendship and that companionship that we could have forever. And just realize that everybody is going through it together. Like, you're not the only person scared for your house. There could be other people, there could be other lives that are at risk, that are more health or any way possible, like, worse than yours. So just lend a helping hand out. And if you guys are actually in the fires and all that stuff, like, just remember, getting on that road, everybody's going to be trying, hauling ass, try to be cutting people off and stuff. So just be safe. And if you guys aren't able to evacuate with your cars, remember to put them to the side, just so the firefighters and all these people that are coming over to help can get to the fires and hopefully cover your guys' house so it doesn't get damaged or whatever. But I'm sorry for you guys. Like, it is a hard ass fucking thing to go through, and I couldn't imagine it.
There's a lot of shit going down right now, you guys, in California. They're really feeling it, not only with that, but immigration. Immigration, if you guys don't know, it has been pulling up. They don't care if shit's burning. Immigration is waiting for y'all to come out and take everybody. They're taking as much people as they can. They've been hitting a lot of places. So just remember, don't open your doors. You have rights. If you guys go online and you can simply look up what to do when they come, it gives you a list of things that you can and can't do when they come in order to protect yourself. Um so with that being said, for those that are affected by that too, I hope you guys are okay. I hope you guys do get to see your family again and it all goes good. Like, this is just so fucked up. Everything that's going on over there is just, I hope everybody is okay. Do you want to say something about immigration?
Um, just to all, like, the actual people going through it, and, like, having loved ones or even family members as themselves, like, scared or have gotten deported or whatever, like, it's really hard, and it's hard to lose that family member. So even if you guys are legal and stuff like that, I'll try to understand, like, losing a family member across the borders kind of feels the same way as losing them forever. Like, you don't know when is the next time you're actually going to be able to see them and stuff. So it is something hard that they are going through. And honestly, like, I feel really bad for Kelly, like I said, just because it's like, it's really being divided over there. And it sucks because it's like the people getting affected by the fires, the people that aren't getting affected, the people that are getting affected by immigration. Like, there's just so much going on in your guys' city where it's like,
What's next?
yeah, like, what is, like, the outcome, or what is the fucking, what is it that they want to push for you guys? Like, what is the city that they want? Because it's like all these fires and all this dramatic stuff happening over there is just so much going on for you guys, and it's like it would be hard to cope with just one thing, and you guys are getting hit with so much shit. It's insane.
So, that being said, we're going to go ahead and talk about certain shit on here that's been going on that we've been seeing from the outside at least. We're not on the inside, and it feels like every single time that I see somebody from the inside is just like completely different from what we're actually seeing. So there's definitely a lot of manipulation. There's definitely a lot of fake shit going around. So if whatever we talk about isn't accurate, just know that this is what we're seeing from the outside. We're not really sure what people are seeing over there. Like, there's a lot of people know that manipulation online is crazy. So we're just gonna go ahead and talk about the shit that we've been seeing and saying like what we think about it. There's a lot of shit that we've been seeing, a lot of conspiracy theories, a lot of like actual shit going on. So the first one is everybody's for like the main houses that burned down at first, everybody is saying is the mansions of the celebrities. And everybody wants to sit here and everybody's saying that it just happened. The fires just started or somebody started it. And there's videos of fucking fireballs going from the sky onto the ground. Like, however the fire started, I'm not really sure. I have what I see online, and then I have family in California saying that they're saying somebody started it, that there were some men starting it. So there's a lot of, I feel like a lot of he said, she said about how the fires actually started. So you mentioned that the first area that went down was around Diddy's house.
Yeah, the fire basically started around Diddy's mansion, which to me, like I told you, is kind of crazy because it's like with everything going on with him, what are the coincidences that that mansion that they were actually using as an investigation all of a sudden is like in flames? Everything is gone and no
Plus
way
the
to save it.
houses around him, it's like where some of those, like, okay, you know how they say like, oh, if your friends act funny, then you're on some funny shit,
Right.
right? So what if they're like, all right, if your neighbors are out here, if they already kick it with you, or if they're not, like, what is still under their houses or around those houses that it's like everything had to go? Like, you really think that they did that on purpose so none of that evidence came out? Like,
Well,
it's a conspiracy, but do you think that's true?
I feel like there is some truth to it just because of the fact that even when like his house got raided, that they were saying that the neighbor's house, like that's where he was hiding at and that he actually owned it and whatever. Like, what are these people are fucking rich as fuck, and especially like owning a label company to music, you're rich. So you could own neighborhoods of like in Bel Air and shit like that. And to me, it's just like, what was in those houses that got burned down that now isn't going to be used against him?
Well, it's also like how many names have already been dropped with the Diddy situation? Not just celebrities around him, but the next motherfucker for president.
Right.
Hmm.
Well, and even like that, like
Who literally just actually officially became a convicted.
felon.
And that's how fucked up y'all got me.
But yeah, to me, that was just one of the things that like seemed kind of outrageous. And it's like you said, there's a lot of stuff in like a lot of people in Hollywood that do stuff behind the scenes that we don't know. So what happens if it was something that like even with the list of Epstein's Island, like what happens if they were just trying to cover up all these tracks in all these houses of like what really went down, what footage there really is? Like, I mean, there's so much shit that could be honestly going on that we don't know. And it's like, I feel like these fires were not coincidental. And if they were, like I said, I'm sorry. But for me, it just feels like there's so much shit that's just not adding up to where it's like I said, I feel like your guys' city, there's something that they're trying to build or push to where you guys kind of got in the way and they're trying to push you guys out.
Apparently, State Farm canceled all kinds of their fire policies right before this happened, like the month before. And it's because, oh, they were like, oh, we're not going to cover you guys for that because it's too much of a risk. California has way too many fires. But it's like, how is it that you didn't tell nobody about it until they needed it? There's supposed to have been a notice. Like, there was no announcement for insurance, like it is true. Like the more of a risk you are, the less likely they're gonna cover you. So it's like, okay, they could have done that at any point in time, and it honestly, like legally, it would have been okay. If insurance companies don't want to cover you, they could cut you off at any time. They could cover you for a while, but once they notice, okay, y'all have way too much shit going on, we're done. We're gonna cut you off, and they can choose not to do that. So what they did, it was not necessarily wrong, or right, but it wasn't wrong either. Like they had the right to do it, but it's the fact that it was sus that it happened right before this. What are the odds that you canceled it in that area right before this happened? So that is sus. And then it's also with the what's another thing that they've been saying?
Well, the other thing is the water. How they're saying that the firefighters aren't able to have no water come out of their water hydrants.
The ravine right before it happened. Not the ravine, the reservoirs. That the reservoirs were supposedly drained right before this happened for maintenance. Like, right? It's too many coincidences that are lining up. Another thing, apparently in Malibu.
Yeah.
Malibu. Apparently in Malibu, all those houses that were destroyed, now they're not gonna allow people to rebuild. For what? Like, is it because, like, if you're gonna come out and say, oh, we're gonna do an investigation to see maybe if it started here, like, okay, that's understandable, but it's just the fact that they're saying no. Like, you're not saying why. And then you mentioned that what they're trying to do is that train that goes from Vegas to Cali.
Yeah, so
in like 2 hours.
That train is basically phase 1, and it's crazy that like I found it because there's a lot of more people nowadays posting about it. But it's basically from here to LA is phase 1, and then from LA upwards is phase 2. But like all the houses are directly in the way.
Headed to what though? Upwards where?
Upwards California.
Oh, so just move throughout Cali, I guess.
Yeah, so it's just like gonna be the fastest sub through the west side. Mm-hmm. But it's crazy because like it feels so wrong that the government, if they are the ones that did it, like start this shit to move people out of the way to do this shit, like
to build something that'll benefit them.
Yeah, because it's like it's not beneficial for you guys to basically break down all these houses, make all these people feel the pain for you guys to just put a fucking sub in there that's gonna get you guys more money. It's like you're kicking out the
same people that give you guys all your shit to begin with, that make you guys as poppin', that people are gonna need to go through there. Who's gonna go through there if nobody's fucking living there now? Exactly. What's the point of us going through there?
And I feel like that's what's wrong with it, because it's like with all you guys that had your houses destroyed and everything, and maybe are considering like moving states or whatever, like California is California because of you guys. And it's like removing you guys will make the state not the same anymore. Not this great feeling that even from us coming from Vegas, we just feel so much more enlightened when we're there,
The whole cool thing was, all right, Cali to Vegas, that's a fucking route hella people take. Why not build it? Why not make it happen? So it's just like all these little, like they're quote unquote conspiracies and all these coincidences. There's one too many for it not to be some fuck shit going on. There's no way that somebody is not gonna benefit from this shit. So it's truly heartbreaking to see that like they'll really go through anything and hurt anybody to get any agenda across. And I don't know who the fuck I'm even talking about. Like, I feel like a lot of people want to say it's, oh, the government, it's so and so, it's higher ups. Like, there's so many fucking fingers to point that it's just like we don't even know who the fuck or what the fuck, why like it's just so much. It's overwhelming. It's crazy. So I mean, shit, that's only the ones I have off my head. Is there another conspiracy you've heard about this?
I mean, I've seen the people walking around to neighborhoods with torches trying to start fires and stuff.
Oh, and then you have the Mickey Mays.
And then you have Mickey Mays, who, I mean, if you guys don't know him, he's a professional
We've talked about him
gambler.
Here before.
Yeah, and he basically was on last night, I believe. I don't know where you found that live
So he wasn't live. So Mickey Mays is one of the most famous gamblers. He's pretty much banned in most of Las Vegas. So this guy, he's known to like pretty much give people real ass shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, from what I've seen, he posts some real ass shit. He puts people on game. He calls out Vegas for its sneaky shit in the casinos. Um, for a city that don't fuck with him, he sure does give back to Las Vegas a lot. So there's that, and that's coming from a local. I see that shit, and he definitely gives back not just to Vegas but to a lot of people. So um people might say that he's on a sick one or some shit because of his the way he looks or how he acts, but at the end of the day, the shit that he posts is crazy because it's real life shit, and he's like one of those, like, you know what, I'm in the loop and I'm gonna tell y'all what the fuck is going on in the loop. So Mickey Mays is he lives in those areas with all those mansions and shit, and he was pretty much on his Snapchat saying like, yo, the government is doing this shit. He's exposing how firefighters ain't got no water, that they're just out here fucking around by his house. Meantime, him and his friends, there was a house burning in front of his house, and firefighters were like, we can't stop it. Like, well, we have no water. How are we gonna save your house? He's like, if they can stop the fire at this lady's house, my house will survive. So him and his friends were out here going around helping people. They stopped the fire and they helped with the firefighters. It's crazy how like the firefighters are having to help them in this situation, and a lot of the people that are actually like getting shit done is the people themselves that live in the homes. Like, Mickey ended up helping save several houses on his block. His house did end up surviving the night because that shit's going everywhere, so it might end up there again. But they did end up saving their block, and he's just pretty much saying like, yo, the government is doing this. He posted videos of fireballs going through the sky and landing in the middle of Cali. He reposted some conspiracies that he's found online that obviously he believes is true as well. So it's like you have inside people with the money to just build another fucking house, to buy another fucking house, and still being real enough to be like, this is fucking bullshit. They're lying to us. So that was real. I feel like that was just like real as fuck of somebody. Like, you have people like the little people that don't have much saying that, but when you have somebody that got it like that and doesn't need to really like put a front for like whatever agenda is going on, and like, he could if he wanted to because he's in certain loops, he knows certain people, he hangs out with celebrities, but he's still not on that weird shit where he's hiding shit for what's really going on.
One, I feel like not just that, but it's the fact that he's honestly like telling us, and like you said, telling us instead of just keeping it to himself. He could have literally just been like, "Oh, it's whatever," and he actually showed us like a diagram of California, and showing that like where the fire is at, they have power, but everywhere else in California is having power outages for no reason. Like, there
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't be no reason why there's power outages happening anywhere else, you know? And it's pretty fucking crazy because like we don't really see the inside of what's happening, and like you said, like we are all in the outside looking at what people are posting. And even this morning I woke up to a post where somebody was like, who the fuck said that the Hollywood sign was on fire?
I seen that, and it wasn't on fire, and she even showed the phone like, it's this date at this time,
Yeah.
yada yada yada. And there was another video where the Hollywood sign was up in flames.
So it's like,
That's why I'm saying, y'all, like, don't come at us. There's just so much weird shit going around, and this is just what we're seeing. We're seeing the shit y'all see too.
well, like
Shit.
we're seeing shit that you guys aren't even seeing because like some of you guys don't even have power, but we're over here thinking like, oh shit, Santa Monica's already on fire, or certain parts already on fire. Meantime, you guys are like, oh no, the fire's still like an hour away, 3 hours away, you know? So I feel like there's a lot of like fake shit being pushed to where it's like we don't know what's really going on, and we're all sending our like love and shit to you guys. But it's like for the real people who actually have a voice, who actually don't benefit at all from telling like all of us who don't have the ability to rebuild and do stuff, like what's actually going on, you guys are real fucking heroes. Because it's like, thank you guys for using your power and your influence for something actually greater, to let people know like the fire is actually all the way over here. If you live an hour away, like it could be there in an hour.
Oh,
You
so
know
you're
what I'm
saying like
saying?
public figures.
Yeah, like
Okay.
public figures basically telling us like, hey, like I understand all these people love my music. If you live in this part of California, get the fuck out because some shit is going over there, you know? Like that's what really matters. That's who we should actually like see him as an icon or something, or see him like as a beneficial person than the people that like don't really, that just post it but don't post what they actually think or what's actually going on. Because like to me, once I started seeing all the videos pop up on TikTok and all the news outlets basically talking about all these firefighters crossing the borders and helping with the fires, it was like you really see like the Hispanic love, because it was like we really don't have to come over here and put our firefighters and our resources and all this shit like at risk, because they're sending food over, they're sending so much shit over here. And it's like Mexico really doesn't have to do that. But the fact that they are able to be like, you know what, with you guys throwing all our people out of the country, with you guys talking all this stuff about us and trying to make the borders even stronger and all this shit, like, don't get me wrong, I see the bad shit that like comes through Mexico too, and I'm not for it at all, you guys. But there's a lot of great people that come over here and are actually trying to help and build a nation, and like you said, build a family. Like a lot of our parents out here don't really care to stay here, you know. And it gave me so much like pride to be Mexican, because it's like you guys are coming over and helping and stuff. And then I see a video of a lady basically saying like, well, are the firefighters that are crossing across the borders, are they legal, or do they have their legal papers, like all this stuff. And it's like that really irritated me, because it's like a person said, if your family is stranded on the side of the fucking road and a Hispanic family pulls up, are you really going to ask them their legal status in just so they can change your tire or just so they can help you? Like obviously not. So it's
People
like,
like that just definitely have a mental fucking illness, or they're definitely jealous of Mexicans, or they're just scared of them, like, because you're like, are you envious that we can do something you can't?
one, like to me it's just like, it's just heartbreaking, because it's like maybe some of these people aren't even within the fires, but they want to put their fucking input in there. And these people that are in the fires are over here like, thank God that these fucking Hispanics came over here and helped us, instead of our fucking border patrol grabbing a fucking water or a bucket full of water and helping us with the fires. Like there's so many people that are actually coming over and caring for us, and it's like they don't even necessarily care about like our race. They just care about the fact that it's like we are all humans at the end of the day. We all have to care for each other. And I feel like Mexico really puts that above and beyond, because it's like I said, they don't have to.
So, with that being said, you guys, just again, we hope you're okay. Again, all this is just coming from outside resources. I feel like a lot of us are very confused from the outside, so I can't even imagine what people are feeling on the inside. But if you are listening and you were affected, or if you're going through something, we're here. And just know that we're always going to be here. So you can always count on us, and just shoot us a DM. Anything you guys need, let us know. Hopefully, maybe we can help with something. If you want to say your story on here with a anonymous message in the Google form, or sending us a voice message, I don't know. Let us know what you want to, if you want to come out and talk about it. So, all right. With that being said, I was looking into, like, we were looking into certain places that people can go on, and I feel like this is crazy. I want to talk about it because, like, with this situation going on with California, and this is not I don't know if it's a natural disaster or if it was caused by somebody. I don't know. But there's a lot of shit that happens in the world with natural disasters, with wars, with anything. There's always some way that something can get fucked. So obviously the world needs a backup of stuff, a little I don't want to say, what are those things where people like put something in a box and they'll save it for people in the future to be like, "Oh, this is how we used to live."
Ah,
I forgot what those are
God damn
called.
it, I did too.
But yeah. So we in the world we pretty much have these little places called gene banks. And in these gene banks we have resources, mostly seeds, that will go ahead, and if we ever have a catastrophic mishap to where we lose all the plants that we have, all the fruit, to where we have nothing, we have vaults of seeds called gene banks, like I said, that if any of that happens, we will go ahead and have backups so we can start again. So One of the main ones is called the Doomsday Vault. And in the Doomsday Vault, it has at least more than 9,300,000 seeds in it. More than. So, you know, that's a little estimate, but there's way more than that. And it's located between Norway and the North Pole. So I was kind of like, why the fuck out there? Like, y'all stingy with that shit. But the reason why they put it all the way out there in the middle of nowhere where it's freezing cold, one, it's because of temperature. Two, it's also because they say that that's the place where there's least likely to be a war, since there's nothing out there. Nobody's going to really go and fuck shit up out there. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So I guess I'll give you guys that. But, like I said, there's some of these little ones around the world, and there's like at least 1,700 different versions of it that they call the gene banks. So it's not the only place like it, but it is the one with the most seeds in it. And it's in the middle of like a mountain. So it's at least 4,300 feet down in the mountain. So you got to go a long way to actually get into the main source of where everything is located at. And all right, so like we said, there's all kinds of them there. So they have all gotten threats, and there's even some that have already been destroyed. So it's like everybody else knows that these other places have them. So once they know that they have them, I'm pretty sure they're like, all right, you guys want to fuck with this? Well, we're going to take away your only source of the last few seeds that you have. Because some of these places have seeds that have been wiped out. Like, this is the last bit of it. So if we lose those seeds, that's it. There's no more of that plant. There's no more of that food. And some of the ones that were already lost were Afghanistan and Iraq, and others were destroyed as well. But that just goes to show, like, in places where there's a lot of wars going on and stuff, theirs are already destroyed. So I can see why the biggest one is someplace where nobody's really gonna go touch. Some of them have been destroyed by other natural disasters, though. So not just by wars, or by people going ahead and plotting. It's also been natural disasters that have destroyed some of these banks. So with that being said, what do you feel like is the most valuable seed that we can save? Instead of one, you want to say three? Three of the most valuable seeds that you think need to be saved.
So for one, I would say cactus. I would save a cactus seed. Just because of the aloe vera, they could help. Like, they have their agents to help and shit. The second one, I would say lettuce. Just because it does give you water and stores it. And the last one, damn, I'm not sure. I would probably go like a fruit. So maybe oranges. I like oranges.
Okay. Ooh, and oranges with the vitamin C. So, all right. So for me, the first one I want to say is potatoes, because I feel like they fill you up, and there's so many different ways you can eat one. So like, if this is like, we have nothing, potatoes, like I said, they'll fill us up. So you could have a shit ton, but you'll only need a little bit to fill somebody up. All right, so that's one. Let's see. All right, so if we have to do a fruit, because we have to have something sweet. Okay, a fruit that we could possibly have, an apple, because I don't know if it's true, but they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I don't know if that's true, but is it true?
I don't think so. But next.
Oh. Okay, well, we have to have a fruit. And then the next one, fuck, this is hard. Okay, so apples would be in a tree. So then we would have trees too. So that helps as well. And then potatoes come from the ground. So, oh, fuck. Okay, maybe an avocado then. Because avocados, like, they have certain fats in it.
Girl. It takes 9 years for an avocado tree to give avocados.
Really?
Yeah, so
Oh, that's why they so expensive?
Yeah, I wouldn't do an avocado.
Okay, damn. Never mind. Not an avocado. Fuck, this is harder than I thought.
I would say frijoles because they don't go bad. You can store them.
Frijoles grow?
Yeah, and you can store them.
Wait, where do beans come from?
What do you mean?
Where
the
do-
bean. You plant the bean, and then that gives you a bean tree or a bean plant, and then little
It's
beans.
a plant, though?
Yeah. What do you think frijoles come from?
I never thought about it.
Yeah, you have beans, corn.
I know I planted one in school. Okay, fine. Fuck. All right. I'll just go ahead and say the last seed that I would go ahead and save. A regular tree, I guess. You know, because it cleans our air.
Okay, that's a good one.
And then the apple trees where it's like, I mean, we gonna be fucking with them. So, you know. And then maybe we could cut them down for like fire and then use the regular seed to like regular trees.
Right.
Or is that a waste?
No, I mean, you could do whichever. I mean, if it's the end of the world, there's no waste.
True. All right, you guys, comment down below what seeds you guys would save. So because we literally ran out of time, I think we're going to go ahead and just skip the dream segment today because, you know, we had other serious shit to talk about. So I just want to go ahead and wrap it up here. And we're going to just go into our final segment. Well, our only segment of this episode. Let's just go ahead and roll those clips.
I'm gonna keep on the run, gonna have me some fun. It cost me my very last dime.
Okay. All right. So my first, well, you guys aren't going to know each other's answers or the name of the podcast. So just me, you, and the listeners right now. All right. What's one embarrassing moment that he doesn't know about? And it could have happened before you guys got together or right now that you guys are in the relationship, but he doesn't know about it.
Oh, Jesus. Oh God, the embarrassing. Okay, so this is like all the way back to elementary school.
The trauma.
Right? No, in elementary school, I was in line going back to class after recess and lunch and all that. And I guess this one kid who was carrying the lunch basket dropped a lunchbox. I tripped over it and like skinned my knee like really bad. Nobody would help me up or anything, so I was like,
No. Where was the teacher at?
There was no teacher. It was a line leader.
Oh shit! And the
Yeah.
class was like, "Well, one bitch down. Let's keep going, guys."
Pretty much. No, I was left for the back of the line. I was just kind of standing there like, what do I do?
Like, so nobody gonna come help me? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Poor thing.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
I got a scar too.
I would have spit on everybody's sandwich that day.
No,
Fuck
exactly.
y'all. All right. What about one secret that he doesn't know about?
Actually, I don't really have any secrets. I don't keep secrets from him.
That's good.
I tell him everything.
That's good.
So the first question is, what is one embarrassing moment that has happened to you that you have not told her just yet, whether it happened before you guys started dating or while you guys were together?
I never broken a bone, but when I was a kid, like the only bone I broken was my wrist. And I was playing. I didn't have friends when I was a kid, so what I did was play like kickball with the teacher. And one time I kicked the ball so hard to the point where I flipped over and landed on my wrist and it broke.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck. I've heard that shit hurts like a motherfucker too.
Oh yeah, no, it hurt, and then it took like 3 months to heal. I think something like that. It was bad.
Fuck no. What about one secret you haven't told her, whether it's something that you kept from her before you guys started dating or while you guys were together?
For this, since last month, I started getting her Christmas gifts, and there's times where she comes over and she sees like, oh, what are those bags for? And I haven't told her anything yet because those are a lot of. She told me just to get her like a drawing. She doesn't care what I give her, even if it's a handwriting. She doesn't mind, but I have like over like 20 gifts for her right now.
God damn. You know, I wish I was her. Hold on. You want to give me a gift? That's cool. Hell yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Thank you. Hey.
Girl, they need to bring them back.
Shit. Honey, I have them. They never left. What you mean? I'm like, you need to have them. Shit. All right. So first question is, what's one embarrassing moment that he doesn't know about? And it could have happened whether you guys weren't together or while you guys were together, but he doesn't know about it.
That he did?
I know that you did.
That I
Girl, it's your stuff, not his. Don't out this man.
Ooh. One time. Oh, it's a little bit explicit.
Hey, no judgment here. No judgment.
It's a little explicit. I'm telling you right now.
It's okay.
I queefed really loud, girl.
Wait, where? Like when?
In my room, girl.
It's okay.
After round one, girl, I got up, went to get the towel. Shit was like.
It said thank you. Hey,
We both laughed about it,
Yeah.
which is all that matters. I love that. No,
Right.
but that means a good thing for sure.
All right, thank you. What about a secret that he doesn't know about?
No secrets here, babe. We're very open. Love
Yeah?
that. We love each other. I tell
That's
him
good. Thank you. That's a good answer, though. Thank you.
So the first question is, what is one embarrassing moment you have not told her just yet, whether it happened to you before you guys started dating or while you guys were together?
Ooh, I think my most embarrassing moment is just like texting. She don't know. I be sitting like 10 minutes on this text. I'm like, damn, I gotta get right. I gotta lock in with her. That's probably my most embarrassing moment.
Gotta know if
I
it's
gotta
the right
revise
one.
it and shit. Yeah.
Go
I'm
back
like,
and check.
drafts, yeah. Dude, I didn't think, you know how they have you like revise your shit on English class and whatever? I did not think I would ever use that shit. Now I'm texting her, I'm like, dude, English class, fucking rewrite this. Yeah.
Everything is right, spelled right,
Everything's
punctuation,
right,
straight
yup.
up. I like that. What about one secret that you haven't told her just yet, whether it's something you kept before you met her or while you guys are together?
I be doing math while we fuck. I be doing math while we fuck. She don't know that. I be thinking about it a lot. I'm like, taxes. I'm like, I'm getting right there. I'm like, taxes. Responsibilities. Yo, I got work tomorrow. Yeah.
I got 8 hours tomorrow. I'm
got
gonna pump
8
them
hours
out.
tomorrow, yeah.
I like
We're
that.
right there. Shit. My 1099 still.
Right.
Yeah.
Rent is paid off yet? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
alright, yeah.
I like that.
Viva Las Vegas!
Those were our couples from our segment, What Happens in Vegas, a segment where we go around the Las Vegas area asking couples what's one embarrassing moment they hide from their partners or one juicy little secret. And then we talk about it here. So for our first couple, the girlfriend, that shit's so sad. She fell in school and nobody was there to help her. The classmates were just like, all right, see ya, buddy.
Step over her.
No, really. That's, I don't know what my little heart would do. I would definitely feel some type of way towards everybody. I'm like, so you guys hate me. That's what you guys feel. You guys just hate me.
I'd have been like, you have to stay in line, girl. You broke code.
All right. For the secret, no secret. The boyfriend, his embarrassing moment, was it embarrassing because he fell when he kicked the ball and broke his wrist? Or was it embarrassing because he was out here playing with the teacher?
I mean, I feel like he was just embarrassed because, like he said, he didn't really have friends. So he was like, dude, I just had to play with the teacher and he broke my wrist.
He kicked that shit like Charlie Brown trying to kick the football.
On God, though.
He missed that bitch.
He was going for a home run.
Okay, the secret was that she saw her Christmas gifts and didn't even know about it. You guys, obviously this is a other recording from a while ago. Not us having hella fucking recordings, you guys.
Not this full spit having saying, I already have 20 gifts for her. I was like, bro, give me one.
So the girlfriend on our second couple, the pussy said thank you after the dick. That's all I know. I mean, it is embarrassing when it happens though, because it's like, I swear I didn't just fart.
The funny part is like, you overreact when it happens, and for me it's whatever. But she's like, I got up and it happened, and we just laughed. Like the reason that it was funny was just her sound effects was just like, bruh.
That really is how it is though. It's not until you get up and move that's when it's like. So she didn't have a secret, and the boyfriend his embarrassing moment was that he'd be trying to text proper English in a text message. Boy, if you don't hurry the fuck up and tell me what you want from McDonald's.
No, it'd be like that. When we first started dating, I honestly was going back and like making sure everything was like written right. I tried to make sure that my spelling you was Y-O-U, like everything. And then once we started dating, I was just like, hold on. she's texting just like I would be texting. Like, she doesn't care.
Yeah, if you guys text me or even in some of my posts, a bitch like just be having typos everywhere, so you already know. The secret is that he does math when they fuck. Confession, sometimes I do too, buddy. Sometimes I do too. Not like I'm doing math. Like, okay, like you said, oh, is this bill paid? I'm just like, priorities first and then we have fun.
For me, it was just so funny because it's like once he told me like we got done talking and stuff, he was like, dude, he's like, sometimes I just be thinking like, if I put the bed over here, like what's the distance from here to here? And I'm like, shut the fuck up. And he's like, I swear, he's like, I'm just
he probably
weird.
got like ADHD then.
I was just like, dude, that's so funny. I was like, I was over here thinking you're doing more like how many fucking clapbacks do I get a minute type shit.
Okay. So you guys, that was what happens in Vegas. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Do you want to say something before we go?
Like I said earlier, you guys love each other. Love your guys' neighbors. If they need help them. California, I love you. I'm sorry for what's happening to you guys. I hope everything gets better and I'm able to visit your guys' city soon. East Coast, I know you guys have hella snow. Send some this way. We don't be stingy, But if anything happens to you guys, I'm sorry. Hopefully nothing happens. Hopefully you guys stay safe on those icy roads. And just shout out to Mexico. Thank you guys for coming over here and helping our disasters that you guys had nothing to do with. Like, thank you all. And that's it.
All right, you guys. I hope you guys are all safe. I hope you guys are all well. I appreciate every single one of you being here. Honestly, I talk a lot of shit. At the end of the day, I don't know who's doing what, who's starting what, but I just want everybody to be okay. I really do. So, we're going to wrap it up here. If you guys are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, drop a 5-star review. You already know what to do. If you're looking right here on the Google form, that one down there below in the bio, go ahead and click that so you can drop anonymous shit so we can share it here on the podcast, whether it be your dreams or a secret that you keep from your partner. So we can read it here on What Happens in Vegas as well. Other than that, I hope you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace out, you guys. I'll see you guys next time.
No tienes vergüenza, mami. Baby, quiero ser el río de tu Tokio. Chingamos en la casa de papel sin negocio.